Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is the School of Rock Summit. Now, in this contest, it will begin as a 3-on-3 tag team elimination match competed under scramble rules. Once one team has been completely eliminated, the opposing team must then face themselves until we have a sole survivor. Introducing team number 1. First, weighing in at 185 pounds, here is Cutthroat Bentley. His tag team partner weighing in at 195 pounds, bulletproof Tripp, Cassidy. And their tag team partner, he weighs in at 265 pounds, Omega Meat Stone. And their opponents, first weighing in at 210 pounds, Mr. All-Purpose Remi Wilkins. His tag team partner weighing in at 175 pounds, the Phoenix Patridge. And their tag team partner, the Vintage Vixen, Heidi Lovelace.
All right, being joined at this time by Sugar Dunkerton, we've got a School of Rock Summit on our hands.
I'm Shakalaka, man. Right here with you at Beyond Wrestling. I'm telling you, I mean, these are 6 of the brightest that Billy Rock has ever trained. I've wrestled Billy Rock actually in another promotion. I got to tell you, man, he's a wizard. He instills good teachings on these kids, and you're going to see like a good exhibition right here. Right now, we're starting off right here with Dale Patridge, Nate Stone. This is going to be some good stuff right here. Stone known for his power. Patridge, one of those never say die type kids right here. We're going to see just what he's made of right here on this stage, Beyond Wrestling.
Now, this match has gone through a few incarnations since it was originally scheduled. Unfortunately, due to some injuries, Miss Heidi being added to the match at the last minute, and truly in the spirit of Beyond Wrestling. Now, we've got an intergender 6-man.
Well, let me tell you, Miss Heidi, she can hold her own with the men, and I mean, if you've taken a look, I was actually quite impressed when I saw her versus Trash Cassidy on the School of Rock. Oh, man, he packaged stuff buster right there. You'll notice that he landed on the butt, but what you need to really focus on is the fact that sends ripples up your spine. So that's it's a more effective move than it may look.
And that's a maneuver that you're very familiar with.
Oh, pop up, much like a pump splash in it in a senton. Stone's so agile for his size.
Now, I heard that at the Resistance Pro show last night, you were hit with a similar maneuver. I got to ask you, I mean, this year, you're coming back at Beyond. Are you 100%? Are you good to go in the KOA match tonight? I mean, Pinky Sanchez's retirement match.
Yo, as a wrestler, you're never going to always be 100%. You know, you got to give it what you got. If you got 50, you better make it 100. So we're out here, and I'm just seeing what's going on here. I mean, Resistance, real strong show last night. You know, me and Epic coming out with the win, and I think we got enough left in the tank to make sure we send Pinky off the right way.
Now, wait a minute. What happened right here?
Oh.
I believe we saw a cheap shot from Cassidy on the apron.
Now, Tripp Cassidy is a guy you really want to keep an eye on in this match because he'll cut any corner to try and get where he's trying to get in the match. I wouldn't doubt that there was some type of gimmick involved with that punch. I mean, he's no William Regal, I'm going to tell you that. Now we've got Miss Lovelace in here with Tripp Cassidy. And let me tell you, do not take her lightly. Agile, fit, you know what I'm saying? Look at the body fat on that girl, none to be found. So this just all muscle, lean. She can go in, she can go hard.
Well, I mean, she's in good shape, but I mean, how is she going to be able to, I mean, you know, you saw already the antics between Cassidy and his partner on the apron.
Now, the thing is, she's going to need to focus on sticking and moving. The thing is, when she gets momentum going her way, she's going to, you know, she's getting those chops. She's taking them off focus. Look at him right here. We're getting, oh, she windmill slapping, boy. Like, oh, goodness. She's not going to the kitchen, man.
Well, I mean, that's certainly going to serve to frustrate her opponent.
All right, now we got Remi Bentley, who's not exactly...
What the hell is he doing right there?
Okay, that's what we like to call, you know, nutting up, okay?
Oh! You want to talk about disrespectful?
Oh.
I certainly don't think that he would have done that to a male competitor. I mean, that is not in the spirit of Beyond Wrestling.
Ball sweat in the face, that'll always throw you off. Always.
I mean, again, you said anything to try and gain an advantage, but I mean, even still, I like to see what these guys can do. One of the most exciting parts about putting together this card is being able to work with a lot of guys that you don't normally get to see in Beyond Wrestling. And I mean, I always like to see what up-and-coming competitors can bring to the table.
Vicious Fisherman Buster right there. Ree Bentley with the cover, too. And look at that heart. She's coming up, and she makes sure the referee knows what's going on. Turn into her stomach. You can't get pinned on your stomach. Now, the thing about Ree Bentley is he's actually got a lot of heat within the class because he's not an original. He actually was trained elsewhere, then came over, so he's something of a stepchild. Now, Cassidy, it kind of has taken him in as kind of like a stepbrother in a way. But, I mean, the two of them probably get along so well just because they love to cut those corners and they get along in that matter. So right now, we've got Cassidy with control over her, just keeping her isolated, cutting off the ring, getting a little too arrogant for his own good, I might add. But what we got?
Well, Miss Heidi able to get out of the way.
Beautiful. Now that's a version of an Alita right there. She's going up. And then right back to another version of the Alita via a British move up like that. She's like a British version of a Hurricane Rana into the Alita. Oh!
Maneuvers like this are the type that she's going to need to utilize because they're more leverage-based than power-based. And obviously with a smaller frame, she's going to need to implement them in order to take down her larger opponents.
Most definitely. Notice how she targeted that drop kick towards the stomach. That way it'll get him to bend over a little bit, coming with the enziguri. Now she's coming back. Oh!
That low Hurricane Rana.
Now, see, a low Hurricane Rana can be more dangerous than a high one because you don't got much room before you hit spikes.
Yeah.
She's on it right now, and I'm telling you, I know you're saying that she's a substitution at the last moment, but it's definitely not one of those things where they traded down a class by getting her on their squad. Patridge and Wilkins, they're resting easy. They're still fresh, letting her do her thing.
Oh! Well, her thing might be done right here. I don't think she's getting up from that.
And oh, so nonchalant with the cover. He's not even showing her proper respect by covering her the way he should be covering. No leg hook, anything.
I mean, certainly a great outing. I mean, I'd love to see more Heidi Lovelace in action, but the match will still continue again.
Now, what made that spine buster just so much worse is not only are you getting the trauma on the back on the way down, but then you're taking that hard Mike Tyson right hand all the way down as far as it goes. Like, you know, if this will punch out, she'd be on the right now going down. So right now, Cassidy, he's got Wilkins in there. Now, Wilkins is a avid drinker of the purple stuff, a.k.a. grape drink. I also am an avid lover myself. It just so happens that I'm black. Yes, that happens to be a thing that we love and love. But either way, it doesn't change the fact that, you know, he's out there, he's doing what he's got to do, got a little bit of energy, coming over with that Carolina blue calf kick right there.
Only good for a 2 count.
Now, keep in mind, Remi Wilkins is said to be one of the best pure prospects out of the School of Rock. Probably one of the top students, as self-admitted by Billy Rock. And now we've got one of the younger trainees, the freshest trainee out of there, Dale Patridge, coming in there laying a few forearms on Tripp Cassidy. And these two do not like each other whatsoever. Now, Patridge has tried to show Cassidy respect at various points with him being a veteran presence. Cassidy's having none of it, so he's getting a little bit of that veteran blues.
Oh, you can tell disrespect right there. I mean, just trying to hit him in the back of the head. That's not a move that's going to disable your opponent to win a match. That's the move that's going to put somebody in the hospital. Indeed. That could potentially end a career. I mean, that's concussion city right there.
Indeed.
So, I mean, you want to talk about disrespect. I can absolutely see it.
Now, Cassidy, keep in mind now, a lot of these competitors that you're seeing right now, they had the opportunity to actually compete for Chikara Pro in Indiana, and they had a very good outing. That's also where Sue Jackson ended up catching a similar injury like myself, where he ended up breaking his arm. He actually just broke one bone. I ended up breaking 2.
And he was originally scheduled for this bout, which is why he's not here today.
Exactly, and I mean, you would have got a real treat seeing him. Double enziguri right there by the team of Cassidy and Bentley.
Now going for a double pin.
That's a little bromantical right there, the way they went into that particular pinning combination.
You know, I'm honestly surprised the referee even counted that.
Hey, well, I guess a pin is a pin on that. You know how we do in Beyond. We keep it a little relaxed. You know what I'm saying? We're not uber sticklers on the rules. Happens like that. Now, the thing about this is Patridge, the thing is he makes such like rookie mistakes at this point. You can tell because he's so early in his training. If anything, he should be trying to make that move over as far as it goes to the corner.
Again, look at this, so disrespectful, just grinding the elbow, get another shot to the back of the head in a position where his opponent can't even protect himself.
Now, Cassidy, if he were, like with his veteran presence, it throws me off that he's not staying on.
You say a veteran presence. How long has this guy been wrestling?
Well, okay, I'll say veteran presence out of the class. But as far as like how long he's been at it, it's probably been about 2 to 3 years.
2 to 3 years, which honestly isn't shit in wrestling. Honestly. I mean, I love that Beyond Wrestling is able to give guys 2 or 3 years on the platform to compete to the best of their ability. But in the grand scheme of things, I mean, if he was in there with somebody who was 5, 6, 7 years in, I mean, you know, the way that wrestling works, you got guys, somebody who's got 20+ year careers. How would he like it if the table was turning, somebody was doing that to him?
Whoa, Colorado, you fully loaded over there, man.
I mean, I'm getting hot. I don't like what I'm seeing. And there we see their partner now, who they had a hand in eliminating from this contest, and perhaps causing the distraction that's going to... Well, Cassidy was eliminated. That was a close call.
All right, so Reed Bentley is on his own as far as it goes in the match. Interesting dilemma here.
You've got the 2 eliminated men, Stone and Cassidy, going at it on the outside. Looks like they're going to be fighting their way to the back.
Looks like Stone ain't taking that elimination. Well, I hope they don't break no furniture over there. The deposit hasn't been paid for yet. But now back into the ring.
Well, I mean, Stone was robbed by his own partner of the opportunity to go for the cup.
Well, this is true. This is true as far as it goes. I mean, there's a lot of bad blood. And the thing is, when you got this many personalities all trying to vie to be the top of the class, you know, you build a few bad bloods, a few relationships, everything to that effect. I mean, it's a little crazy in that regard. Now, right now, Reed Bentley, you notice, he's playing a little bit of an isolation game. He's already got the fresh Patridge, so he's trying to make sure that he cuts him off so he doesn't make the tag. He's really got to work on staying on top of harder covers on this, because at any moment if Patridge makes that tag, there's a fresh Remi Wilkins waiting to get up in him, man.
I mean, does Remi Wilkins want to tag in at this point? Because then if his partner gets eliminated, he's only got one other person to worry about. And if his partner somehow is able to knock off Bentley, then he's going to have easy pickings.
Well, this is true, but knowing Remi as a competitor, everything to that effect, I know he's going to try and go for the best of his ability. He's a stand-up guy. I've really enjoyed his work as far as it goes like that. I'm sure he's going to give a fighting chance to whoever he's got to be in there with. Right now, I think almost Patridge, notice he's had plenty of opportunity to make the tag, but I think he feels he's got something to prove, and he's one of those guys who actually doesn't have that kind of respect for Bentley, just due to the fact that he's something of a stepchild in the class, and then tries to act like he's a little bit higher on the heckin' pen, you know?
Well, it looks like Patridge was trying to take out some of his aggression, perhaps directed towards Cassidy on Bentley. All right, I gotta say, I'm very intrigued by a lot of the dynamics between these guys, again, because they all train together. But I mean, it's like you go to work, you don't like every person that you work with, but you still have to make it work. You have to get along. You have to be a professional.
Oh, thunderous chop over there by Remi Wilkins. He's about to go crazy. The dreads are flying right now. He's getting it in with that back elbow, puts him down. Notice, it's the stuff like that. That's why he's top of the class. He's hooking the leg. He's making sure the shoulders are pressed, putting his body weight down. And then when he kicks out, he's right on top of him, going for the next thing. Running to the corner. Monkey flip. Oh!
Get him over. Not sure if he got all the leverage that he wanted. Not able to launch him. You know, the further he launches, the more the impact, the better chance he has pinning his opponent.
This is almost a basketball tactic, what he's doing. He's swarming this guy. He's making sure he don't have no room to breathe. Keep staying on top of him so he can't mount any kind of comeback. Now we got a double team, double whip. What kind of team tactics we got here? Patridge seeks corner on that.
Oh! He got thrown into his partner.
Yo, he used him like a battering ram, and he opened the door up on that one.
I gotta wonder if he caught him a little bit low, too, obviously unintentionally.
A little bit of a weak kick out there by Patridge and whatnot. And the thing is, again, like I said, with a more veteran mentality, a little bit more experience, I think Patridge would have known probably not to exert his energy with that. He was right near the ropes. And it's little stuff like that, you know, you can't teach. You gotta get with experience and whatnot. But
Patridge just barely to get the shoulder off the mat. Not a lot of oomph behind that kick out at all.
If he's wanting to stay in this, he's going to have to play it close to the ropes. He's going to have to be able to be in that ability where he's not exerting as much energy until he can out the comeback. And look at him. Look at that heart.
Well, I mean, he's still on spaghetti legs right now. Bentley catching him, on the bridge of the jaw with that elbow.
You better jiggle the analog stick, get some spirit going or something like that, because he's going to need something big if he's trying to stay up on it. Yo, strong B, man. Strong B. Let's go. Oh!
I mean, he's not hitting nearly as hard as Bentley. He better stop the striking game. And he's going to come up with a new strategy on the fly. I understand he's the least experienced member of this roster, but if it's not working out for him, he might, you know, it's back to the drawing board.
And I need you to notice something, too. Bentley is throwing all of his body into every form he's getting. That's why he's getting so much more out of it. What are we doing?
Spinning him in a position, able to get out of the way. Connecting with a German suplex of his own.
High elevation on that, too. And I mean, the higher the elevation you get, the worse that fall is going to be when you come down. And he did it. I mean, he's pinned his elder, Bentley. Now, you got to wonder what Remi is going to do next.
Let's face off against each other to determine the sole survivor.
Now, you got to wonder how Patridge is going to take this and how Wilkins is going to handle this. Because he's been getting popped about now, granted, they were involuntary. But Wilkins may be a little upset based off of what's going on, but they're going at it straight right now. Let's see what ends up happening.
Wilkins has demonstrated a lot more respect and restraint than some of the other competitors in this contest thus far. I hope that we're not going to see a change in disposition as a result of a few miscommunications when they were teaming. But, I mean, Patridge has a huge opportunity here.
He's getting that big second win right there with that pump kick. Like not quite a brogue kick, not enough Guinness behind it to be a brogue kick, but that pump kick was quite nice.
Well, I mean, he was staying on top of his opponent, but again, Wilkins being the fresher man. Oh, just sent him right in the corner, too. But Patridge is still alive in this one. And springing to the second rope, able to connect him again low. Now, and when he collided with him, that's also the same spot that he hit them.
I don't think he got quite the leg extension he wanted out of that to be able to get it. The further you can extend those legs, especially if you could explode out, the more power you're going to be able to get on it.
You're going to think that's why he's going for another maneuver as opposed to trying to go for the pin. And able to hit that cross body, getting caught up in the lights.
Trying to channel that Ricky Steamboat there, but unfortunately doesn't get him the win on this one.
I mean, he's still fighting an uphill battle. Obviously, Wilkins, the fresher man.
Now, this is really where it's going to come out. And I'm seeing a lot of heart out of Patridge. Like this is probably the strongest performance I've ever seen, even with watching the School of Rock episodes. And I mean, he's really going to have to stay on top of it. He's bobbing, he's weaving.
Oh, he's caught. He's caught. That's what he is.
And he calls that the purple stuff right there. And I'm seeing he's having a sunny D day. The purple stuff is going to have to stay in the refrigerator right now. Okay. So Remi, let's see what he capitalizes. No wasted motion. Always capitalizing. You got to love that with this dude.
Caught him with that neck breaker. The torque on the neck, spinning him into position. You got to think that this is going to do it. And Patridge is still not giving up.
Where is he pulling this from right now? This is some Fire Pro stuff right now. 2.9s. This is wild. I got to tell you this. Even if Patridge doesn't pull this thing out, it's got to be a whole nother respect level for this kid, especially with his experience level. Reverses that. Was that quite a reversal, or did he end up catching like a knee on the way down?
I'm not sure what happened, but he got caught there again. Well, that was it. I mean, when he had the opportunity to capitalize.
Here is your winner of the School of Rock Summit, Mr. All-Purpose Remi Wilkins.
And you got Remi Wilkins right there proving again why he's the top prospect of the School of Rock. That was a beautiful showcase that these kids put on tonight, and I'm looking forward to seeing them do bigger things as far as it goes. Billy, you raised some good ones here, and you'd be proud of the performance they put on tonight.
Well, a very unique six-man tag. The School of Rock Summit coming from Billy Rock students. Sugar Dunkerton, you're going to be teaming up with Aaron Epic and Pinky Sanchez for the very last time. Going to be going up against the crew from Michigan. And I want to wish you luck in your contest.
Well, if they want the throne from the Kings, they're going to have to come take it. We're not just handing it over. Pinky, let's keep the drinks on ice. It's going to be a good one. Colorado has been a good one. I'm going to go ahead and run my wind sprints, get together. Talk to you in a moment.
All right, thank you, Sugar.